big seeds.
There you go.
I
You
got
can use the blue bowl or the clear bowl. Yeah, 2 bowls. You can use them both. You just ready? Mm-hmm. Good job. Very nice. Hey y'all, it's Tiffany from Triple C Homestead. I'm going to show you a project I just finished. Actually, a couple of them. Justin made this napkin holder. Don't mind the life behind going on. These are some homemade napkins that I've made. Are they cute? I got this fabric on sale, just in about 1.5 yard bundle. And it's basically just 2 pieces sewn together. There's 1, and there's 2. They've got some cute fall themed pictures on there. I just thought it'd be really cute to make napkins out of it. So there's that. Our garden is slowly coming to a close for the summer season, so we'll go outside and check on it real quick. Our tomatoes look very sad. We had our first almost frost last night. It got really cold. Early this morning was about 34. But that sunshine feels glorious. Okay, don't be alarmed. Our sunflowers are so huge. And it's about to flower. It is right there. Just a few more days and it should be done. Our pumpkins are starting to look the way pumpkins do towards the end of the season. We actually got 2 orange and a green from one side and 3 orange from another side. And you probably remember that something has been eating at these plants, so a lot of the fruit did not produce as well as we wanted it to. Here's another one that's not quite ready, the green one. And look at this little white one. Isn't it so cute? Got some brown spots on it, but it's still doing okay. We have more flowers. Okay, so here's the thing about gardening that doesn't always make sense to me. These things will be nearly dead, and then you'll find more flowers. It's like it wants to survive. It's a survivor. So we were planning on actually starting to dig some of this out yesterday, and I was like, I can't. There's still flowers. I can't pull it out until it's completely dead. I just can't, because I want to see how long it will go, because it has nothing on it to help it. It is just the plant. So we'll see how much longer it lasts. Same thing for this strawberry plant. Remember how sad this looked a few months ago? It is very, very happy. All these little shoots, they have planted themselves in the ground and are growing even more, which is amazing. And here's what I mean. See this one? Obviously not happy. Right next to it is a flower. It's like it wants to try again. So we're gonna let it go. We've got our tomato plant, another survivor. It is still producing. So we're just kind of trimming as we need. You know, it's barely hanging on. But I think a couple more days, maybe one more frost, and it will be done. Our lavender's still doing good. The pretty flowers. This is a half and half type plant. Half of this plant is happy and the other half is not. So when I start pulling stuff out, I'm going to separate it. Oh, hi Mr. B. This tomato plant is still pretty good. It's dropped a few tomatoes, and I'm honestly just going to leave them there for right now. We will not be planting in this ground, and this plant did have blight. So the plant and everything inside it, we cannot put in the compost, and we don't want to reuse it. So anything from the tomato plants, we're not going to use. My roses got half eaten by grasshoppers. It was so funny, I actually saw the grasshopper on there eating, and he was just having a field day. It was crazy. This is still alive. Somehow, it has started reproducing. Hi, Mr. Bee. Are you following me? That bumblebee wants what we want. Nectar and pollen. So anyways, it's producing. It's got some beans on it. There's some back here that are about ready to be picked. See? And there's obviously some more flowers on that, so it's doing really good. This one's not quite as active right now. Lettuce is doing good. We've harvested a lot of cucumbers. Despite the fact that they look terrible, it is actually still producing really well. So we're just letting it go, you see? They're about that size, if not just a little bit bigger when we pick them. And we're going to make them into pickles later on today. I hope to show that to you. There's several in there. And our squash just needs to go to heaven because it's not happy. So Jacob and I were mowing because he was determined that he needed to mow the yard. So bless his little heart, he did all this. I helped him steer a bit, but he did all the work. So that is our front garden. Let's check out the garage. I want to show you what Justin's making. He went up to the softball field with Will, so they'll be back in a minute. Look at all the toys. I keep saying we need to clean the garage, but honestly, it's just a constant state of mess. This is from when we went camping with Will's Boy Scout group a couple weeks ago, and I still haven't cleaned it up yet. Look at all the wood shavings. It'd be great for the compost. Oh boy. Look. Okay, so what he was trying to do, and he's actually getting it pretty well, but he's gonna have to paint again. He's making me a cutting board. This one obviously is more done than these because he has planed it to make it flat. These, he thought they were all the same size, but actually they're not, obviously. You can tell by looking at it. So he's having to plane it down flat, and I'm not sure what he's gonna do in regards to paint. If he's gonna paint it again or just leave it and go over it with something else. But he's making it almost like a checkered pattern. So, this one's smooth. That's pretty. See how smooth that is? This one looks like it's done. This one's almost done. You can tell by the texture. Cool. I'm not sure what the mallet is doing now. Here's some of the other pieces that he had been working on. So you've got the dark stain that I asked for, along with a medium, just kind of a warm color, and then white. So, like a tricolor cutting board. And that's what he's working on. He did make Will a shelf. Oh, he's sitting on it. Hold on. Okay, so this is almost done. He's got to sand it because there's wood filler in some spots here. This is a shelf to go on Will's top bunk bed. He has books, his glasses, and water, and usually some form of Lego toy that he keeps in his bed, just out of habit. So I asked for a shelf. This is up against the wall, and this is rounded. So that he can put, you know, lay a couple books down, his water, his glasses, and whatever random Lego thing he's working on at the time that he wants to just keep close to him. He's very good at Legos. He's very creative. So, all right. I think that's it for in here. Let's go check out back. The dog is out back. I've got food to go in the compost because it started to get a little bit moldy. This room got warmer than normal. And obviously it molded our food. Hey, baby. Hi, sweet girl. Oh, he's a good puppy. Hey. Hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. You're cute. Yeah, you're cute. Okay, off. Come on, let's walk around. Alright. Whee! Flying puppy. Oh, what? What? Ruff. She's so playful. Alright, let's see. We had a green one. Here he is. Right there. He's still kind of buried, but it's getting pretty big. It's starting to separate whether it's being chewed or what. So I will probably pick that this evening. There's a really weird shaped one that I wanted to show you just because it struck me fancy. See that? What in tarnation is that? Like, that is green and white, and it's a funny shape. So I don't know what that is. I know it's a gourd pumpkin type thing, but what? It looks like a pepper, doesn't it? That's so crazy. Ha! Alright, there was some tiny white ones. Where did they go? Oh, you silly puppy. You silly puppy. She's so fun to watch. It's like watching horses and birds and stuff. You just get a giggle. There's one. Right there. See how this is all new? And it's from an old stalk. You see that? So parts of the stalk are not happy. Just like this one. There's parts of this that are not happy. But there's other parts, hi Mr. B, you frightened me, that are still producing. So I am not the person to pull things out just because I get tired of looking at them. I want them to have as much time as possible to do whatever it is they need to do. That, obviously, needs to go. I did not know that was there until yesterday. It was hiding underneath that leaf, which used to be, bigger than my hand. So I couldn't see it. We pulled out all the spinach and stuff, except for, there's a plant right there. But the rest is picked. We had 2 orange pumpkins out here that we've already picked. There's a white one. I'm not sure what color this is going to be. Let's see. From this stalk. Usually if you follow the stalk, you'll find out what is producing, but that one actually does not go very far, which is interesting. So this one starts here and goes to here. So I want to say it's going to be a smaller pumpkin. Cool. See, this comes all the way over here, all the way around from the other side. It comes over to here, and that's about to bud. So fun. All right, we've got our massive beanstalk. We've been pulling off this thing pretty much every day, every other day. Look, I missed some. And we keep eating them. So I cook them, I don't know if you want to know this, but I cook them with either butter or olive oil or bacon grease, just depending on what I have at hand. I put salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. And it is really good. They're kind of crunchy, which I like. I like to have some crunch to my food. Woo, went through a spider web. Not sure why there's a spider web. I was just out here earlier. This is new growth. We just picked everything yesterday. This is not happy, obviously. I think the mold from the neighboring trees is getting to the plants, especially these. Not so much the bigger beans, but for sure the snap peas. I'm trying to figure out which tree it is. It's not that one. That one. There's mold on the leaves of this tree right here. And I'll see if I can find one of the leaves. Here's one. You can see the black spot. That's a type of mold. And so as you're walking from our house down towards the PX down the road, the leaves that are on the side of the road are littered with black spots. And so that is obviously contagious to other plants. Ergo, I have spots on my snap pea plants. but not on my bush beans. They must be more hardy or not susceptible. I'm not sure which. Okay. Do you remember the cute little pepper plants that could, that never actually produced? Well, now they're budding, even though we had a near frost this morning. They didn't die, which is great. So hopefully over the next few days they will start producing before it gets any colder, because our mornings are getting down to be pretty cold now. I think between 34 was the lowest and 41, somewhere in that area. So that is our backyard. And that's it for right now. Oh, there's 3 little white ones. You see them? On your side of that brown leaf? There's 1, 2, and another one down there. 3. It's awesome. I need to figure out what size I'm supposed to pick those at, because if they're done, then I need to get them. Alright, Lala. Whoop. There's a hole there. Did you know that? There's a hole there. Hey, who's a good girl? What you got? What you got? You want to play, or you want to go take a nap in the sun? I'm assuming you don't want to play. Alright, go take a nap, okay? Good girl. She doesn't like going in here. Something about being in this room freaks her out when I have to bring her through to the garage. She doesn't like it. Okay. That is it for right now. Thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit. And I will catch up with you next time when we work on working our brine with our cucumbers, making some pickles. I also need to make something with all those tomatoes that I have in the kitchen. I've got a lot of tomatoes to work with. So we'll figure out a pickling video and something about tomato video. Probably a tomato soup. That sounds really good. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.